Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, Peep Game. This your boy, Town Biz. All right, man, so check this out. I want to talk about, in this particular video, like, the room temperature and how the room temperature when it comes to how people feel about a situation, or a certain group of people feel about a situation, is relevant to basically who it is. Because I'm going to give you a prime example. Going back to the Kyrie Irving situation. Now, we all know what happened with Kyrie Irving and why Kyrie Irving missed a lot of games last season. Kyrie Irving missed a lot of games. Okay, and we all know why. And I remember everybody went after him. I mean, once again, his name was all over the media as a guy who refused to take the potion. Okay? Now, I want to say this before I continue with this video. I don't care whether you took the potion or didn't take the potion. It's your choice. It's your body. And that's all I had been saying from the gate. It should have been your choice, not nobody else, what to tell you to put in your body. I respect the people who did it, as well as people who decided not to do it. Now, I know some of y'all gonna ask in the comment section, well, Town, did you take the potion? My reply to that is, well, none of your motherfucking business. Because I really think, to a certain degree, by people having to publicly post their status and what was going on, the chaos going on last year, and behind that, I think it played a pivotal role in the election on what's going to be the final outcome of the midterms. I'll talk about that later on. But I'm thinking back to how Kyrie Irving was treated. How people in the media ridiculed him and said he was being selfish and all this kind of stuff. And I think people already had it in for Kyrie Irving, because I thought a lot of media, the LeBronians, based off the fact that he ruined the moment of LeBron James, I'm feeling myself and I might be the GOAT after they won that championship versus the Golden State Warriors. So a lot of people use that to pile on him. Plus, you know, Kyrie Irving has this belief that the earth is flat. And it's like, all right, whatever, man. You know, I don't think the earth is flat, but whatever. But I will say this much. Kyrie Irving is a very intelligent person, I can tell. The way he speaks. And you have to understand, especially when you look like Kyrie Irving, you have a different opinion and you speak as well as he speaks. That scares a lot of people. But I want to talk about how the temperament and the mood swing, or the mood, was totally different from what happened with Kyrie Irving and other people. Now, I want to talk about this soap opera actor by the name of Steve Burton. Steve Burton played a very popular character on the ABC daytime show General Hospital. He played a very iconic character, like Jason Morgan. Now, you know, unfortunately, when you stay home from school sometimes, or the summertime comes, you have your mom and dad watch the story. So every once in a while, you kind of, you know, if you wanted to just bond with your mother and just spend some quality time with your mother, you may just sit in and watch soap operas. But I didn't watch soap operas on a regular basis, but I do know of that character, you know. But Steve Burton was one of many celebrities that came out and spoke out against, you know, the potion. And ABC/Disney/ESPN ABC is the company that airs, General Hospital. And they were one of the companies that mandated that you had to take the potion. And Steve Burton, along with another General Hospital co-worker, very vocal about not wanting to take the potion. But Steve Burton tried to get a religious exemption, and he tried to get a medical exemption, and they refused to accept it. Now, keep in mind, if I'm not mistaken, General Hospital is filmed in New York. And, New York was one of them people that, really put the clamps on people pretty much throughout the whole state about not taking, the potion, and that basically you were going to lose your job. So basically, after he was denied a religious exemption and a medical, same thing, a medical exemption, well, he told him, hey, I'm not going to do it. And basically he tweeted about how he was let go, and also another cast member was let go because he didn't want to take the potion. And he went as far as to go on his social media accounts and let people know, hey, I just been let go. And he said, I tried, they wouldn't accept it. He said, at the end of the day, me not wanting to take the potion should be my choice. And you shouldn't be stripped of your livelihood if you refuse to do it. Now, it's kind of funny. I'm looking in the comment section of his social media accounts. And I can tell you something, it was so hilarious because I just recently saw it. I should have screen saved it, screenshot it. And you had so many people in support of him saying, hey, you're right. You shouldn't have to do something that you don't want to do. That's right. I think out of all the tweets I may have seen, it was a lot of them. I may have seen maybe 2 people say you should have did it. But if you go to Kyrie Irving, you had people mostly said that he should have did it, and he being selfish and all that kind of stuff. It's not about him, it's about the person next to you. So see what I mean by how the temperature is always different. Now keep in mind, I spoke about this publicly. I said, why is everybody going after Kyrie Irving and picking on Kyrie Irving? They act as if Kyrie Irving was the only one who didn't want to, who didn't want to take the potion. That's all they focused on. And then you look at how Jason Williams exposed the media. But that's all they were focusing on. Everybody went after Kyrie Irving. But then you had NFL players. You had Carson Wentz, who went and got a religious exemption. You had Kirk Cousins, who said, hey, I'm not going to do it. You had a few other people. You had Aaron Rodgers, who went as far as to lie, in which, by the way, Aaron Rodgers did not catch as much flack for lying about not, taking the potion that Kyrie Irving did about saying, hey, I don't want to do it. Okay? So I'm just showing the double standard. It's always a double standard. You didn't have nobody coming after none of the NFL players, and we all know why. And some of them ended up, catching C19. And at the end of the day, like I said, I don't want to go in deep into detail because I don't want to make it look like, I'm talking against it, but I'm just using this as an example because I want to be careful. So like I said before, I'm going to say this once again. If you took it, I have no problem with that. If you didn't, I have no problem with that. I'm just saying that whatever your choice was, it should have been respected either way. I had tried to talk to people behind the scenes about how I felt about it. And instead of people respecting my decision, you had people trying to disrespect me. You had a couple of niggas trying to disrespect me about it. You know, you had some bitch ass nigga, some baby animal looking nigga trying to disrespect me. But he a punk anyway. He only good for like talking crazy, in the chat line. But like I said before, if I run into you, just keep that same energy. And you know who you are. I ain't saying your name. I ain't giving you no free publicity for your for your channel. You know I don't do that. But I had a few people that tried to disrespect me in regards to it. And I just want to say, a good friend of mine's that I communicate with, like I say, once a week, we had a conversation about it. He told me he did it. He told me why he did it, and I told him, well, how I felt about the situation, and we left it at that. We still friends. And that's how it should have been in the first place. But you had people like trying to push this agenda. And then, like I said, you had people coming after Kyrie Irving, but you didn't have no problem leaving people alone who didn't look like Kyrie Irving, who decided, hey, I didn't want to do it, or who got a religious exemption. So it just goes to, and then you had a ex-NBA player, John Stockton, one of the most popular NBA players. I think he's in the top 75 greatest players of all time, who was very vocal about the potion, but nobody came after him, because it's always a different demeanor with people that look like John Stockton versus people that look like Kyrie Irving. And that's just the point that I'm trying to make. And I just want to say to guys like Steve Burton, I respect your opinion and I salute you. And I was in full support of Steve Burton, because I meant to do a video about it, but there was so much going on, I didn't get a chance to get around it. But based off the recent events and what's going on with Kyrie Irving, I can circle back and talk about it. Like I said, Steve Burton's decision should have been respected, and people didn't respect this decision because it's all about what other people think. You hear all this stuff about this supposed to be home of the brave and land of the free, but it doesn't seem that way at times. And it looked like more and more you losing your right to even have an opinion or to think different. So I'm just saying, that's all I wanted to say in regards to the situation. This your boy Town Biz. I'm out. Thank you.